Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see about the arrays in Java. So you all know that array is a storage where we can store the similar type of elements in a contiguous memory location. So in general, an array is a collection of similar data type of which has contiguous memory location. That means the memory area in which the array elements are stored are one after the other. That is the continuous memory location. Java array is an object which contains the elements of a similar data type. So generally we say array is a collection of similar type of elements, but when we say Java, it is an object because Java consists of, it works mainly with the class and the object. So here Java array is an object which contains elements of similar data type. We can store only a fixed set of elements in a Java array. So in any array we can save only a fixed set of elements. Okay, so here this is the diagrammatic representation of this array. Let us see how the arrays are indexed. So here the first index is the position of the element. So 0th position, first is the 0th position, then first position number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. This means this array is of length 10 where it can have 10 elements and the index starts from 0 and ends with the 9. So 0 to 9, which is 10. So the array length is 10 means this array can hold 10 elements. Number of elements is 10 or the size of the array is 10. And now let us see what are the advantages of an array. One is the code optimization. It makes the code optimized. We can retrieve or sort the data efficiently. So normally any operation consists of some sorting and searching of the elements. In such a cases, now the code optimization, actually the code which is used to retrieve data from an array, that will lead to an code optimization. That means we can write an optimal code where we can efficiently access the data from the array. So that is one advantage of this array. And another thing is that the random access array, we can get any data located at an index position. I can say, suppose if I want to take the element, I can just use the index. 5th element, I can say get the 4th element, get the last element, get the first element. So that way I can mention the position or the index of the any data which is located in the array. That is called as a random access. So sequential access means starting from the first data, continuously getting the second, third, fourth, etc. is called as a sequence access. What is random access is, given any position of the data, I want to get the 10th data, 15th data, I want to get the information of the 100th student or 80th student. So I can specify the location of the data, that is the index. That is called as a random access. And what is the disadvantages of this array is the size limit. We can store only the fixed size of elements in the array. So once you define an array and we are giving the size of the element, then we cannot store more element in that fixed size elements. That is one of the disadvantages found in the array concept, and it does not grow its size at runtime. Actually we have two types of times, compile time and runtime. What is compile time is the time at which the program is converted from the high level language to the machine language. That is the compilation where we get the compile time errors like syntax errors saying that comma is missing, bracket is missing, colon is missing. They are all the compile time errors. And what is the runtime is, after compiling we start executing the program. That is called as a runtime. So here while runtime, this arrays cannot grow its size. For example, I have fixed an array of 10 size, and during runtime, after execution, this array happens to consist of 15 elements, for example, you say. Now in that case, this array cannot accept the remaining extra 5 elements in the array. Only the 10 fixed elements can be stored, and the additional elements which has got during the runtime cannot be held in the array. That is the disadvantage which is explained as it does not grow its size at the runtime. And now to solve this problem, collection of framework is used in Java which grows the array automatically. So that it helps to grow the array automatically, so to hold the additional data using the framework concept. Let us see the types of array in Java. There are two types of array: one-dimensional array or single-dimensional array, and the multi-dimensional array. More than one dimension is called as a multi-dimensional array. That may be 2, 3 and 4 etc. Let us see with an example and definition of what is an one-dimensional array. A single-dimensional array is a normal array we use most often. For example, you can say name list of the student, age of the student, date of birth of the student, ID of the employee. They are all the single-dimensional array. This type of array contains sequential elements that are of the same type, such as the list of integers. So just you can say the roll number of the student, the age of the employee, or the place of the employee. So they are all concerned the same type of elements. When you say the array employee ID means it is a combination of the integer and alphabets. If I say the date of birth, it is of the data type, date type, and if it is a place, it is of a string type. Likewise, same type of elements are stored in an array. Okay, so now what is the two-dimensional array? An example of one-dimensional array is int. This is the way the array is declared in Java. Int, this empty braces is mentioned. This is one way of declaring the array. So int, that means this my array is the variable name. My array is the name of the array which can hold integer type of data. So the data are 10, 20, 30 and 40. The data are given in the set brackets. And now let us see what is a multi-dimensional array. It is an array of arrays. A two-dimensional array is an array made up of multiple one-dimensional array. A three-dimensional array is an array of multiple two-dimensional arrays. Okay, so here an array is an multiple-dimensional array is an array of arrays. For example, you have your class timetable. In the class timetable, we have day order and the hour order. So in the first day order, that is the all the hours. That means that is the first day order. That is the day of the hours. So hours of the day. For a single day, all the hours makes one dimensional, and when you go for all the 6 days order, it will become a two-dimensional array. For example, given here is int. Here double brackets are given. So earlier we can see only single bracket, the single set of bracket is given. Here two set of brackets are given to say it is a two-dimensional array. This is a row and this is a column. So this is of integer type. Int two holders and a is the name of the array is equal to new. So new is the operator that helps to create the memory of the array a, and the array type is int and the dimension is 3 and 4. Actually the number of rows is 3 and number of column is 4. So this array a will be of a two-dimensional array, which is an example as a matrix which has 3 rows and 4 columns. Example of a three-dimensional array, string is a data type. Here we can see 1, 2, 3. So three sets of brackets are given, and data is the array name which is equal to new. New is the operator that helps to create the string array, and it has 3, 4, 2. So the dimension of the array is 3 by 4 by 2. So here in this case of a two-dimensional array, 3 into 4, there will be number of elements of this array will be 3 4s are 12. Okay, in this array we will have 3, 4 and 2. So 3 4s are 12, 12 2s are 24. This array data will consist of 24 string elements. That is the meaning of this. So this you have to multiply the size to get the total number of elements of the given array. And example from your class, I can say a class timetable will have 6 day order, each of 5 hours. That means we have 30 values, 30 elements. Now let us see what is an array list. So array list is a class that is a resizable array. Here we can change the size of the array, that is called as an array list. When built-in arrays have a fixed size, array list can change their size dynamically. That means the normal arrays have fixed size as it is declared initially, but in the case of this array list, it can change their size dynamically. That means it can have more or less data as per the necessity. The elements of the array can be added and removed using the methods. We can add the elements or we can remove the elements using the methods of the class, like the methods of the vectors. That means array list is a class and the class has many methods. Those methods helps to add or remove the elements from the array. Now let us see a simple example. Import java.util.arraylist. Here inside the util class, so Java is the main class, under that util is the subclass, and here arraylist is the next class. We are importing java.util.arraylist and we are defining a class myClass. Now public static void main string args. As we all know that Java always accept any data as a string. And now array list, this is of string type, and then shapes. So shapes is the array name and new is the operator array list of string. That means this particular array with the name is shape and this array will have a string of characters, string of elements. Now how to create an array list object with a string data type. So this is the way to create an object. What is the object here? Shape is then object, that is the array name. What is the class name? Array list is the class name. So for the array list, it is the shapes is the name of the array, which creates a list of elements for the object shapes, which is of class array list, and the data type here is string. So that's all. We have to close the brace which is open. So this is one simple Java code which helps to just to demonstrate how to create an array list object. So that's all the basic concepts of array, single dimensional, multidimensional and array list. So generally the normal array is of fixed size, and if you want to change the size dynamically by using the concept of array list. That's all the concept about arrays, and thanks for watching.